Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in Smackdown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash-talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Just watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're going in Raw.
Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it to make sure you always get your new Going In Raw notifications. We're also available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it. Sometimes when we start a live stream, it notifies you. Sometimes it doesn't. That's why if you keep your notifications on, I also put it on the community tab where we also list new episodes of our Patreon exclusive bonus episode. Every single overrun.
Got a title, man.
It just we haven't changed the title sequence, but we're going to get to that.
It's a process.
We've got
It's
some
all a
really
process.
cool changes
It's all
to
a
it
process.
to make it more but better. And that's at the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve Larson. Today's the last day of the month. Therefore, today's the last day for you to get your $20 pledge in to ensure you get, by Christmas time, the Friendo Care Package, which includes this comic book, 3 stickers.
Hold on, just don't say this comic book. This comic book.
It's not just any
Within
comic
it
book. Hold
contains
on
a tale which can only be told in the pages of a comic book. It would cost billions of dollars to turn this story into a feature film. Costs way too much money. You got 3 stickers, Steve's head, my head, old school original Going In Raw logo. You got a postcard signed by us, and you got this double-sided poster which features Mecha Santa on one side and Top Not Super Best on the other side.
Look at it. I'll just give you a little preview.
Show the frog in the diaper.
Look at that. Look at that. There's Larson's face on one page. My page you can use. Look at it. There's an exclusive top-notch story. Look at that. This full color, beautiful.
Show the frog in a diaper.
There's a frog in a diaper in this thing. And it's autographed by
All right, you've already get him too much.
Deals. So anyways, that's $20. Oh, Barry. That is $20.
Water all over myself.
One pledge.
Oh, that's cold water too.
Gets you there.
I just put cold water on myself.
Cold water, Larson.
Cold water, Larson.
Hands. Wait, what? Do your horn.
Oh, I got this awesome app.
How are you not doing the horn
Sorry.
yet? Okay, stop, goddammit.
You asked me to do it.
Anyways. How did you even do that? How did you do that?
Magic. Powers of darkness.
Anyways. So, yeah, Patreon, even $1 helps. And then we're also available at ProWrestlingTees.com/going. Friendo Market, we still have deals.
Yeah.
We've got lots of deals
That's
there.
through the whole month, right?
You can get my comic book. You can get our shirt sticker packages. And that's going through the month. Deals. The beginning of January, like the first week of January, it's going to continue to be on deal. And just in case you get some of that itty grandmother money. Oh, Sonny, would you like some spending money? Yeah, Grandma. Come on, Grandma, give me $20. I'll write you a $20 check. And
There
then
you go.
you steal her Social Security money.
That's
what
horrible.
you do. You keep her body buried in the basement and
Oh
steal
my
her Social
gosh,
Security
that's too
checks.
much. You are too much.
You are too much. Anyways.
We're in a good mood. We were listening to some Christmas music before we got started.
Yeah,
today.
we were listening to fucking What was that? The Geldof song?
Oh, do they know it's
Do
Christmas
they know
time?
it's Christmas time? Listen to
It might be the best worst Christmas song ever.
Yeah, definitely. And then we were listening to some Bowie and
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
And
Hello, I'm your neighbor down the way.
Run DMC's classic "Christmas in Hollis." Great song.
Oh man,
great song.
I'm happy, man. This weekend I'm gonna go get some Christmas shit for the office.
I'm decorating my house this week.
Yeah, we're putting our tree up tonight.
Tree
too.
up, lights up. Well, I'm about in front
I'm
of the
getting
house.
a tree for right here. Some fucking lights over here.
This could be too much.
This set will be too much. So we get like an all-inclusive, like maybe a Hanukkah thing.
Okay.
I don't really know. Like, so everybody is involved.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know I don't know what other people do. Give us some ideas. You want
All
some?
right.
So you go to the. We'll put a thing in community tab. What Christmas things? What Christmas shit do you guys want to see?
Yeah. Holiday things
for everybody.
Do you put lights up in the front of your house for Christmas?
No, God no.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm like horribly scared of heights.
I don't know. Like we have like an outlet outside to plug it in.
Oh, we do too. But I
don't do it.
I have like pretty high ceilings that are placed now. So, like it comes to a peak.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a good 15, 20 feet off the ground.
That's terrifying.
No, I can't do that.
No, that's terrifying.
I'm on the second story of the mall. I look over the railing. I get vertigo.
Yeah, man.
It's awful.
I'll throw up on everybody.
Yeah. That's why I can't go to like pretzel time there at the mall. On the two-story mall, so look over the edge. After eating pretzel time, it's delicious.
Do they have pretzel? Wait, which mall are you talking about? Because Gallery, they don't have pretzel time.
This is general mall.
Oh, just mall in
theoretical
America?
mall.
Yeah,
Because theoretical mall.
Because out here, that ghost town called Sunrise, dude,
they have a pretzel time.
We went there on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no, Lacey went there on Saturday, and I was like, because it's literally like Black Friday weekend, all the deals. I was like, how is it? She's like, it's Sunrise. Nobody's here.
That's awesome.
How does that place stay in business?
I love it. Well, it doesn't really. Half the stores are closed now.
That's true. Oh, Festivus poll. That's a good point.
Yes.
That's a good point. And then, yeah.
Aluminum pole. Yeah, that's
Liam Wagner shouting out Crusted Blood. Check them out. They're coming to town. They're coming to the boardwalk.
Yeah, get hype.
Crusted Blood. They're going to be playing with Nita Strauss there. Anyways, good stuff. So we have some wrestling news to talk about.
We do.
This is kind of interesting. You guys probably saw this. Oh, hold on. We got a super chat, I think.
Do we?
We got two of them.
Two.
Graham Too Sweet Me. Michelle, they fixed the intro. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. It works now. It'll probably not work, 2 days from now. Mike Adams.
Whoa.
What?
With Sacramento Raw being a double episode, does that make it more or less likely you guys will attend? Are they doing 2 episodes because they're filming ahead for the Christmas?
What?
So they're
double episode.
I didn't hear there was a double episode, but they're filming the Christmas Eve Raw and Christmas Day Smackdown in advance, so they don't have to work like they had to last year.
Oh, that's nice.
So I didn't know. I didn't hear. I guess it's the week before Christmas, so it makes if they're going to tape it back to back. So that's a lot of Raw. That's 6 hours of Raw.
I'm sorry. Wait.
Raw is the 17th here in town of December,
okay.
so the week before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear it was a double episode.
Interesting.
Jay Lilly, can we get a Friendo Road Christmas episode? That is a great idea. Can we close the show with the rousing rendition of some Christmas carol that's rewritten, the lyrics rewritten, so it's Friendo Road themed?
You're lead producer on Friendo Road.
I'll give it some thought this weekend.
Look, here's how Friendo Road works. You tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it. But it is your brainchild at this point.
Okay.
I got too much other shit going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I follow your lead on that one.
All right.
Liam Wagner said Crusted Blood is playing at Ace of Spades in Sacramento. How do you know anything about Ace of Spades? Anyway, let's get into this wrestling.
I'm reading up about this.
Graham Too Sweet Me also says, what color Finn Balor do you want? Well, obviously a Christmas version.
Yeah,
like
the
a
current
Christmas
plan
version.
is to tape Raw live on December 17th here in town, and then right after it's done, they're going to do a whole nother episode of Raw.
No, shut up. Are you serious?
6 hours.
Whoa.
I feel like we have to go now.
Wait, but do they bring more people in? Like, do they bring a new batch of people
No,
in?
I think you...
I'm not going to go sit... What the fuck kind of shit is that? 6 hours of Raw? I can barely sit on my couch for 3 hours and watch that shit.
But do they have King Dogs at your house?
Well, they don't even have them at freaking... it's not Arco anymore. They've got
true.
vegan burgers and stuff.
We can go upstairs to Petra Greek. They get really good gyros.
Ixnay that, dude.
No, I'm kind of... Because you can get a... Well, they still have the deal. They had
That is going to be the deadest crowd in the history of Raw. That's going to be a dead crowd.
I know.
5 hours deep into
Don't you
it.
want to be a part of that?
No.
That's history in the making.
I'm gonna. If I did, I would just do boo. Like 5 hours in, boo. This is so boring.
It's rude.
That's terrible. That's so. Have they done that before?
I don't know.
That's horrible.
So this is from this is on Ringside News. This suddenly became our lead
We
story.
might have to go and vlog it.
I know. It could be an experience, man. Experiential
oh my God,
piece.
That's terrible.
This on Ringside News said this could be interesting, but they will be in Sacramento. So Raw is over at 8 p.m. for them. It was speculated they might tape a lot of backstage segments for the Christmas Eve show so they keep it down to around 2 hours in length for the live crowd who stays after the live show's conclusion. So it might only be 5 hours.
Dude, that's horrible.
Think about it.
That's terrible.
Think about it. They were having a deal on a 4-pack of tickets.
Deals.
Deal.
Deals. News. Let's talk about actual news.
All right.
That was kind of non-news, but kind of not.
That's news for us. That's regional wrestling news. That's huge.
Talking about huge. Ronda might be going to Smackdown on
that's
Fox.
massive news, Steve, because Ronda
She's going to be fighting Cletus the Robot.
Yeah, on Fox Football Sundays.
Yeah.
But she might be heading to Smackdown to feud with Becky Lynch in the year 2019.
In the year 2019.
Maybe, because Wrestling Inc. is reporting that Fox wants the baddest woman on the planet on the blue brand, saying, quote, Wrestling Inc. has learned that Fox wants to have Ronda Rousey on the SmackDown roster when SmackDown Live moves to the network. Fox feels that Rousey's MMA background, popularity, and credibility as an athlete will be a major selling point to promote the show.
Hey, you know what we should do? We should. So what day of the week is Raw on? I'm sorry. What day of the week is Christmas? What
Tuesday. It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Did you just ask me what day of the week Raw was
No,
on?
I was asking because we were talking about Raw on Christmas. What day of the week is Christmas? It's Tuesday.
It's the following Tuesday from when Raw is here.
So whatever we do for Tuesday for the show,
Yeah.
can our Christmas episode be exclusively as Holiday Harry and Barry Bratwurst?
Okay.
An hour long.
Okay.
Oh, Barry, tell us about the news today.
You got it, Harry.
Can you do that voicing it for 45 minutes to an
Need
hour?
a lot of water.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
We'll
some
do like
tea.
a going in Raw view. Ooh.
Yeah, anyways, Wrestling Inc. continues. The addition of Rousey to SmackDown Live is expected to make her a main player in their efforts to do cross-promotional campaigns between WWE and Fox's other programs, like NFL on Fox, Cletus versus Ronda Rousey confirmed.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, that's a pretty big deal. This is going to be kind of interesting here. Because what if USA says no? What if USA and Fox start arguing over roster spots? Because here's the thing, WWE wants to continue to bring in higher profile names from the world of sports. For example, there was a rumor they're going after Serena Williams.
Well, and then Daniel Cormier said he was auditioning for an announcer role.
Yeah.
One would presume on SmackDown if they were going to go the more, competition-directed show. Yeah.
So this might get really, really silly. And, I mean, worst case, there's the possibility that might lead to the end of the, if that gets bad, might end up lead to the brand split. And say, no, Ronda can appear on either one. Because
I don't want that to happen. I like the brand split.
Me too. I do too. Because they're so separate. But the landscape is going to change dramatically.
Oh, yeah. And we're
come
still
that
not,
Fox
still
deal.
not sure exactly how things are going to change.
But like immediately Fox is saying we want Ronda Rousey. What if like Fox wants, whoever the next big draw is, Fox wants them.
Mm-hmm.
No, USA wants them. That'll be a headache.
Yeah.
They got
to have like a behind the scenes brand draft essentially.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be
where you have Fox executives and USA executives saying, we want this person. We want this person.
I don't know, man.
We want this person.
That's probably going to lead to, because what if there's like one singular, like in the case of Cena's the last guy that we know of that actually can move ratings. Like he's been proven to actually move ratings.
I know.
Brock doesn't do it. Roman doesn't do it.
I assume
Cena
they're going to
does it.
continue how they treat Cena now, where he just shows up when he wants to show up, where he wants to show up.
And Cena's the kind of guy like, Fox wants Cena. Okay, he can be on SmackDown.
He can do a run on Fox, and then 5 months later, he can do a run on USA.
Maybe, I mean, if not, this is kind of a cool idea. Maybe they'll start considering titles above brand, just exclusively titles above brand.
Which I think is how they should do it.
I think it's a great idea. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Have a feud over on Raw, and then have a feud over on SmackDown, and then do Steve's idea, have a feud over there on NXT.
Yeah.
Solved.
Yeah.
We fixed it.
Change the Universal title.
Fucking fix the
Universal
WWE.
title is defended once a year.
Everything is fixed now.
Yeah, we fixed
Bring
it
back
all.
King of the Ring.
Exactly. Winner is Universal Champion.
Oh, I
Defended
love
once
it.
a year.
I love it. I love it.
Above brands.
Yeah, Fox may ask The Rock to show up. Well, they're not. It's not the Saudi prince we're talking about here, or the Sports Authority. Do they own the sporting goods store, Sports Authority? That one went out of business.
Yeah,
near
several of
us.
those, if not the entire Endeavor, went out of business.
They need to figure.
They
out
built
the
one
business.
just up here, up the road a bit. They built a new building for it, and within months it was closed.
Who's gonna go to a sporting goods store? You got Target. You have pretty much everything you need there.
No, not really. Not for real sports enthusiasts or athletes. No.
Well, this is Sacramento.
I used to go to Sports Authority.
Nobody's enthusiastic about anything here in Sacramento.
That's not true. When I was
You
playing
used to go to
baseball-
Sports Authority for what?
When I played baseball. I used to buy gear there.
Yeah, but you're weird. So how many of you were there? Hello.
Not enough.
Hello. Not enough.
Too many.
You are too
Too
many.
many is the right answer.
You are too many. Anyways, so what do you guys care? Do you guys care about this? Ronda going to SmackDown? Because what matters is like the rest of the landscape.
Yeah.
I mean, we're like
what really
we're
matters is that that the networks don't dictate their ability to tell interesting stories.
Let me ask you this.
It's just up to Vince whether he wants to tell interesting stories.
Could this create some sort of odd competition that could bring the WWE back to some sort of creative prominence?
I hope so.
Like, that'd be kind of interesting. If,
Like actual competition between the brands.
if bickering between
Actual
Fox and
competition.
USA leads to better creative. Like, okay, imagine Fox has SmackDown as is. Let's say and they're like, oh wow, SmackDown's great. Creatively, it's amazing. And everybody starts dumping on Raw. USA's not going to be happy about that. They're going to be like, hey, Vince, why does our show get the creative, short end of the stick?
Yeah.
While SmackDown's great. Then they're going to have to shift gears.
What's probably going to happen is that Road Dogg's going to head over to Raw and start doing creative over there.
Oh, you didn't know?
And then
Guess who's in charge now?
the potential exists. If that happens, then SmackDown's creative would become crap.
Is Road Dogg the only thing?
We heard he was leading the charge on SmackDown.
And there's that Ryan Ward guy that
Yeah,
everybody
who used
says
to be the
good
head
things.
writer NXT. That's I think might be the head writer over there. I don't know.
They're going to have to shovel some things around, man.
Yep.
Because SmackDown's killing it, and Raw just stinks like a dirty turd. Anyway,
It's not that great now.
Certainly not.
In other news,
Speaking of dirty turds, CM Punk might be returning to the world of wrestling.
it's too late. So he did an interview with MMA Fighting that he spoke a lot about MMA, and I guess he's doing the whole commentary thing for that regional brand.
Did you add the Fugazi line in here?
No,
Is it Fugazi or Fugazi?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
How does the band pronounce it?
I thought it was always Fugazi.
That's what I thought too.
But then
in isn't it Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, Fugazi.
And that's what Enzo said too.
Yeah, I think it's a dialect thing.
Could be.
I think it's either or.
Could be. Anyways, CM Punk did an interview with MMA Fighting. Of course, he was asked about the rumors of Cody and the Young Bucks starting their own promotion, All Elite Wrestling. Mm-hmm. And while Punk mentioned that, quote, pro wrestling is not on my radar, he actually seemed pretty open to the idea of listening to someone if they were to make a call.
I guess so.
This is what he said, quote, I would always listen. I would listen to them because just like Dave is the guy who he connected with for his commentating job. Mm-hmm. I like the Young Bucks. I text with Matt on and off. But business is business. I know Cody was out there in the media saying that an offer was made for All In, I guess. An offer was not made. Calling me up or text me saying, hey, if you want to come to the show and do something, we would love that. Is not an offer. That's not an offer. No, what that is a feeler. And they say, sure, send me an offer. I'm sure an offer would have followed, quickly.
It costs money to get lawyers to draft up
Exactly.
an offer.
So if you're not going to express interest once feelers are extended, why are they not going to? So does he just
I kind of had the feeling, because he said this before.
Yes.
He has said that he has not received one offer from anybody to come back to wrestling since he's been out of
So
wrestling.
I think what he expects is a contract faxed to him out of the blue
with
terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has to be what it is. Because if Joe Koff from Ring of Honor calls him up and goes, hey, Phil, I know you said that wrestling's not really on your radar right now, but we'd love to have you. Mm-hmm. Left that voicemail for Punk.
It's not an offer.
I know. Would Punk not call him back?
Right.
Simply because there's not actual terms dictated in that voicemail?
Does he not understand that he would probably be really in demand as a wrestler? Like, and then if he wanted an offer, I'm sure plenty of people would actually send him a contract if they simply knew it as.
He'd be swimming in contracts if he.
All right. Can we send him an offer?
Okay.
How much can we give him? How much can we offer him?
Well, how about this? Instead of buying a new mic with the all over print shirts, that's our CM Punk money.
Okay. Oh, we need a new mic though. We have 100 left.
But here's the thing: if we have CM Punk on the show, that show's going to do gangbusters. That might make us more than the Slow Wolfpack shirt.
This is our offer for you
to appear on our new MMA podcast.
On our new MMA podcast.
What's it called?
It is called somebody in chat give us a good name for a podcast. MMA podcast, because he's not going to come on a wrestling podcast.
No, he won't do a wrestling podcast. Going in punch,
going in rocked.
No.
Somebody.
Anyways, let's leave it blank for now. Carry on.
Okay. Let's see. How much money do we get from the all over print shirt so far?
I mean, we sold 50 something.
Yeah, but the math never really adds up. Hold on, I'm getting there.
Okay. Hold, please.
Going in shoot, going in fight. Oh, going in fight's kind of good. Keeps it simple. Account. Oh my God, we've sold 61 of those shirts.
Awesome.
We've made $225 on that shirt.
All right.
$220. Steve here. You got to put your name there. Raw MMA, Raw in the Rage in the Cage, Brawl for y'all.
Oh, that's good.
Brawl for y'all.
Brawl for y'all.
Who said that? Wild Dreams Only.
There you go.
Brawl for y'all.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna send that to.
We're gonna fax that over to Phil right away.
We're gonna send it to his
team.
Lawyer.
His team.
Phil Brooks, this is an offer, a legally binding offer for $220 American United States to come on our new podcast, Brawl for Y'all.
There we go.
Don't pay attention. These are the shirts that I need to stock up on.
We won't fax that over his way.
It's good.
It's good.
That's good.
All right, let's see if he responds now.
So in the thing, he made it sound like he's got too many ties to wrestling still that he needs to sever.
Yeah, that's where the lawyers come into play.
For him to exhale and then decide if he wants to hop back in.
That's what it seemed like, because he said right now he's just kind of floating, doing whatever he wants to do. And he says once these, I assume he means the fact that Colt Cabana sued him.
Right. You wouldn't have this problem if you didn't dick over your friend, allegedly, according to Colt Cabana, Scotty Goldman.
Yeah. So I guess once that's the legal process is played out, that he could float, walk his dog, and drink coffee, just as he wants to do.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do, drink coffee and walk his dog.
He can decide whether he wants to get back in the wrestling biz or not.
Yeah. So it sounds like he's probably going to do it. The only problem is, of course, that promotion. We're going to talk about tomorrow's show, right? On the Saturday show, it's our big story because the Young Bucks, I think it was Matt. Matt usually talks. Nick usually just sort of sits there. He confirmed that what the deal with all these trademarks are.
Yeah, but you have to wait till tomorrow to hear that.
We're going to talk about that tomorrow, though. So if it goes through, if the Jacksonville Jaguars subsidize All Elite Wrestling, it sounds like that. I mean, if he's actually texting Matt Jackson every, now and again, every couple weeks.
Yeah.
I could see it happening.
Yeah.
I could see it happening. I think that promotion's a long shot from actually happening.
Oh, yeah, it really is.
I mean, give me a break.
It really is.
So I don't know, man. It's cool. Well, let me ask you this, though. Now, I know how you feel, and you kind of know how I feel. To the general public, though, or to the wrestling public, anyways. They give a shit about CM Punk's a needle mover. He's a pretty big needle mover.
Yeah, he is.
Right? That's a pretty big deal if you were to show up.
Yeah.
Because you got him, you got Jericho. Now, would the revelation of Chris Jericho and Cody both saying that CM Punk is a Fugazi locker room leader?
Jeopardize any of that?
Would that jeopardize that? Did CM Punk not hear that podcast where they called him a Fugazi locker room leader?
Well, depending when this interview took place, maybe not.
Did you see Booker T's response?
Yeah,
to that?
yeah.
We probably talked about.
No, we
it
talked
on
about
the
it
show.
on a post show.
Post show, yeah. How he said that Booker T's story is completely
different.
It is
and nothing to do with
completely
people
different.
picking trash up off the floor.
Who do you believe in that situation? With me, just the sheer numbers means Cody and Jericho were on the same page and they had the story right.
Yeah, I in my mind imagine they're two different incidents.
Oh, you think it was actually two different incidents?
Yeah, it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be.
But I hadn't thought about that. CM Punk has a tendency to hold grudges.
Yeah.
So if he thought he was done wrong there,
does that app of yours have a little like baby crying? Because that would be apropos when we're talking about this guy. Because I feel like if you do. Hey, hold on, wait, keep on that. CM Punk, I just found out that Colt Cabana took a picture with a Raw superstar backstage. That fugazi. Anyways, yeah, they need to make sure they apologize appropriately.
Yeah.
Say, hey, we're just clowning around, Phil. So yeah.
Yeah. Next, Braun Strowman, will he not be at TLC? That is the question. WrestleVotes back on Tuesday tweeted, quote, hearing Braun Strowman may indeed be out past the TLC pay-per-view, and they're preparing to make the TLC match involving Baron Corbin a multi-man contest similar to the 2012 TLC pay-per-view. Don't remember what that match was. However, PW Insider reported on Thursday, quote, we have heard from multiple WWE sources that currently Braun Strowman is scheduled to appear on next week's Monday Night Raw from Houston, Texas, but they added there is no word when he will be cleared to return to the ring. He is slated to face Baron Corbin at the December 16th WWE TLC in San Jose, California. So it's up in the air still, but apparently it would be shocking if he were to appear on Raw this week.
That multi-man match, did that include Braun or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see what the TLC...
Generally speaking, if you're not cleared to do a singles match, they're not even going to put you in a multi-man match.
No, in fact, I think it was in the Meltzer newsletter somewhere it said that if you're dealing with an elbow injury, being in a TLC match is like the last thing you want to be in.
Oh, God, yeah. Oof.
So the six-man, no. Oh, here it is. It was, I guess it'd be the Shield versus Ryback and Team Hell No.
That's what's going to be the match this year? The Shield versus Ryback and Team Hell No?
Yeah.
Ryback's coming back.
Ryback is back.
Yeah. That was probably a fun match.
It was a fun match. I remember that match. It was good.
I don't remember shit.
Mostly because of the Shield and Team Hell No.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, they kind of set things up, and I think Meltzer talked about that earlier this week, where you got this trio of Baron, Drew, and Bobby Lashley taking on Finn, Elias, and then somebody else.
Probably
Bray.
Bray, yeah. I hope that's big for Bray. I want you. They're paying him $1 million a year.
Well, that's what that one source said, but we don't know if that's true.
I believe it.
So hopefully they got huge things in mind for Bray Wyatt.
Does Bray just have like a really good agent? If that stuff is true.
Yeah, maybe.
IRS. He's got the IRS on his side. That's what it is. Loopholes.
Does his dad still work backstage?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought Mike Rotundo was still employed by WWE. I could be wrong.
Tax guy.
Mm-hmm.
Accountant.
Investment guru.
There you go. Oh, man. So, yeah. What were we just talking about? Braun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who really cares? I don't care about that fucking match. I'll be honest with you. I could give a shit about that match. Honestly. Who do you think's going to win that? Braun or if they go through with it? If it's Braun,
Braun wins.
Braun wins? Baron's out of a job?
Well, no.
He seemed to love this Baron being GM
No,
thing.
he'll still have a job as a wrestler. He just won't be an authority figure
It might be one of those things where somehow... So TLC matches obviously are no DQ.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you get around this. But one of those things where Braun destroys Baron so bad that somehow Braun loses. Like they did with Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
You know, like he tossed him off the cage so Braun loses.
Yeah.
Even though obviously he won the match.
Yeah.
They might do something like that. They always write there with like the stupidest stuff. Baron cleaned house at Survivor Series, and yet he still didn't get his job. He still didn't get what he
that
wanted.
was ridiculous.
So they'll find a way around it.
Obviously.
But so yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
I don't care about that match though, man. Give me the women's division.
Yeah, I really want to see that. I really want to see Daniel Bryan versus AJ.
Oh,
those are the two matches
holy moly!
I really care about. TLC.
That's gonna be good. I'm gonna love to see AJ taking so much kind care of Daniel Bryan in a TLC match.
No, it's not a TLC match.
What is it?
It's just a match.
Oh, they're just having a match?
Yeah.
They might change that next week. Daniel Bryan might come out and say,
I'd be surprised.
We'll turn it into
because they've already announced.
You don't want to mess with. Chairs. You just hit a guy on the back.
Yeah, but I'd be surprised. No, I'd be surprised because the SmackDown women's match is already a TLC match, and then whatever thing Baron's involved in, whether it's versus Braun or the 6-man tag, is going to be a
no
TLC
DQ match because the low blow thing.
Yeah, just see, that's fine.
Tread the Shinsuke territory again.
Yeah.
Anyways, John Cena. Let's talk about this really quick.
Yeah, this is cool.
This is cool. I kind of don't care, but this is cool. John Cena, he won this big award. WWE.com announced this morning that John Cena was named the recipient of Sports Illustrated's Muhammad Ali Legacy Award. WWE states the prestigious award is bestowed each year to an athlete or sports figure who embodies the ideals of sportsmanship, leadership, and philanthropy, and has used sports as a platform to make the world a better place. John Cena certainly does that.
He does.
For, the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Mm-hmm. I think he's like the record holder for most wishes made. And he seems to be a fairly positive, if not robotic, presence in the world of sports.
Sports and entertainment, yes.
Yeah.
Previous recipients include Colin Kaepernick, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Brown, Bill Russell, Jack Nicklaus, and Magic Johnson.
Those are huge names.
Massive names.
Those are big, relevant names that did great things.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's
really
big.
Massive. I know.
Yeah. Wow, good for him.
Yeah.
Is there going to be some sort of ceremony that's going to be broadcast live?
I don't know about broadcast live, but they are SI is holding their Sportsman of the Year awards on December, it says here in the thing. Oh, December 13th on NBC Sports.
Good for him.
Thursday.
Good for John
December
Cena.
13th.
I wish John Cena all the happiness in the world.
Oh, heck yeah.
I really wish he would start a family, though. He comes across like a guy who just needs a family to love.
I don't know.
He always seems kind of alone.
No, he does seem alone, but maybe that's his...
And then they announce he's not going to be in the next season of Total Bellas for obvious reasons. Well, yeah, but still.
Maybe that's just how he's so busy. He just prefers it that way.
Well, he needs to adopt a couple of kids, man. Get a wife. He needs to settle down.
Well, that's his decision to make, not yours.
Well, is it really, though? I'm just saying he seems lonely.
Okay.
Can we invite him on the show? Can we get an offer sheet out for John Cena?
Yeah, let's do it for John Cena. We can have him on the wrestling show.
You know what? No, how about this? Fuck this Phil Brooks guy. John.
Well, then we have to change the name of the show. Scratch out Brawl for Y'all.
John's Not Yawns. It's a new John Cena podcast we're starting.
Exclusive John Cena podcast.
John Cena. This right here is a legally binding document that says, Dear John, this is our offer for you to appear on our new, not MMA podcast.
No, John Cena podcast.
Podcast.
C-Nation podcast.
C-Nation podcast. It is called John's Not Yawns. $220. I'll send that to his people.
There you go.
Right there.
He'll say yes to that.
And then I'm going to say, dude, let's get on Tinder. Let's find you some piece of strange that you can settle down with. And then have some babies. You'll be so much happier. You seem lonely. I'm telling you, man, I think he's lonely.
He could be.
Get that vibe off him.
No, I get that. He could be. But at the same time,
he needs to give up some of his,
if he's dedicated to his career,
he needs to give up some of those more robotic predilections of his.
That's asking a lot of someone that's in their early 40s, man.
He's too rigid, man. He needs to settle down, have some kids. XFL, let's talk about that shit.
Oh, gosh. So, oh, dear.
Apparently, the XFL
is still going to be a thing because Darren Ravel reported on Twitter, quote, the XFL will announce the 8 cities and venues for their inaugural 2020 season next Wednesday at MetLife Stadium. That's in New York.
Wow.
So you got to guess New York's having a team.
Mm-hmm.
One of the cities may have already been spoiled courtesy of KSDK in St. Louis because they're reporting that St. Louis, well, they don't have an NFL team anymore, will have a team, and that team will play its home games at the Dome at America Center. That's the same exact place where the St. Louis Rams used to play football until they moved to Los Angeles. It's a huge place. That place could be 80% empty.
80%, like 95% empty.
It's pretty damn
XFL.
Empty. It's going to be pretty damn empty.
Okay, so a venue like that is what, 60,000, 50,000?
Yeah, something like that.
Probably like that, 50,000. 500 people will show up. So what is that, 1%?
I'll give the first.
Half a percent?
The first game will get 5,000 people.
5,000?
Yeah, the first game will get 5,000.
So 1/10.
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah. Because say
it'll shrink to
you got
1%.
St. Louis, you got New York. That's 6 more cities. LA's already got 2 teams. So I have a hard time believing San Diego. They just lost the Chargers. They'll get a team.
There you go. That's good. Who else just lost a team?
That's it.
Okay.
Maybe Oakland because the Raiders are moving to Vegas.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But odds are they'll just move to Vegas before the Raiders get a chance to.
Are we going to go to that XFL game?
No.
No?
No. The last time the football was horrendous. It was awful.
Yeah, nobody really cares about that.
No.
It's going to be like crap.
Well, didn't Dick Ebersol's kid, isn't he starting the football league too, and they already have a TV deal? That's what I thought I read.
Yeah, there's another one being started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's already a competitor for shit football to the XFL.
But the other promotion league already has a TV deal.
With who?
I don't know. If it's Dick Ebersol, it's probably NBC something. No. Not NBC proper. NBC
Right.
Sports.
Yeah. Might be like one market of Comcast. What's their hook? That other promotion.
Oh, I don't remember.
That other league.
I don't remember.
Because the XFL's hook is we're not the NFL.
Yeah. It's like player safety, standing for the anthem. That's pretty much the 2 things that Vince talked about.
They are all in on player safety?
Yeah.
As opposed to didn't they get rid of the fair catch rule?
That was the original XFL.
Oh.
No, it wasn't that.
Is there an extra fair catch rule now? Will they make it super fair?
They might eliminate kickoffs.
Oh, yeah.
The NFL had actually talked about that, eliminating kickoffs.
That's stupid. I love the kickoff.
I know. But in the XFL, you could hit someone while they're waiting for the ball on a punt return.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah.
And then somebody got annihilated and they
changed that.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yep. There's a reason that rule's in place.
Terrible. So, yeah, the XFL. I mean, look, hopefully this is a thing. Hopefully XFL in full swing. Lots of work to do. Lots of decisions to be made. Vince McMahon is going to be consumed by that. And then, I can't deal with this WWE stuff.
Well, that's the ideal, yeah.
Triple H, you take over. All right, Dad. Triple H gets out. It's 86 weeks of TV programming ready to go. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. This is it.
Renaissance for WWE.
Renaissance for WWE.
And then in 2020, when the XFL invariably goes out of business, Vince, now thoroughly embittered by having his football dreams squashed twice, like this doubles down on the wrestling and just indulges all his worst impulses.
Brings back the Attitude Era, except without any of the engaging personality stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Alliance of American Football, says Iconic Bud Ryan. That's I think his name is Charlie Ebersol. It's Dick Ebersol's kid. Which is funny because Dick Ebersol
XFL
was one of the guys that helped get the XFL off the ground when he was an executive at NBC.
Yeah.
You ever watched that XFL 30 for 30?
No, I need
It's really good.
There's a lot of things I need to watch.
There's this really weird, awkward kind of exchange at the end because there's this bit where Dick Ebersol and Vince are sitting across from each other eating dinner. And like, you remember at the very end of the Andre the Giant movie with the interview with Vince where he seemed almost kind of robotic? Like, he was doing everything he could to come off as any sort of genuine human being.
Yeah.
Like stifling any bit of emotion. It really seemed that way because the whole documentary talking about what great friends Dick Ebersol and Vince were, and there was zero chemistry between the two of them. So it's like when cameras are rolling, Vince really seemed like he puts up this, when he's not Mr. McMahon, puts up this front of, businessman.
Can you imagine all the experiences that he's been through to sort of, it wouldn't surprise me if that was in the end sort of just his thing,
Oh, it could be.
Everything he's been through from being basically the guy who built the sham sport in modern America and across the planet, really. The steroid trial, all the, wrestling deaths that have been sort of linked to WWF, steroids and stuff. And it's like, granted, I know he sort of, when he's in character, he comes out of his shell, obviously. But there's this sort of thing about him that he just sort of comes off as like...
He seems like he just kind of shuts down the more emotional aspects of his personality when he's in front of camera as an executive.
Yeah.
Like the XFL press conference he held.
Yeah.
You could look in his eyes and see his body language. You could tell he was annoyed.
Yeah.
He was frustrated by the entire experience.
Yeah.
But he just kind of shut that down.
This is a new business, man. You should be like super excited about it.
There was zero excitement in his voice.
I wonder if it's just generally like the idea of the like the XFL was such a humiliating thing for him. I wonder if he's just sort of keeping super guard.
Could be.
To try to until he can prove everybody wrong, which he probably won't. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let's do some questions.
Yeah, let's do some questions.
I put up a thread on the Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Eric James just placed an order for a Slayer shirt.
Thank you. Graham Too Sweet Me. What color fin do you want?
Well, the fin for the Christmas.
Christmas fin?
Christmas fin.
So green and red.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's a good answer.
Jonathan
Ozzy Matheny. Matthew TJ Storm for Steve W. Fun Wrestling. Last attempt at some pay-to-play.
Oh, who?
Matthew TJ Storm.
Okay. All right. I'll see if I can remember that. He's not on my list now, but I'll keep an eye out for him.
Oh, Ben Hall. He says, I just went to the toilet and took a raw.
He's using raw as a euphemism for shit. For dirty turd.
A $5 super chat. Message retracted.
Thank you. Wow. That might be a new record for message retracted. That's a big super chat right there. $5 for a retracted message. Sometimes I think the censors like on YouTube just automatically do that. So thank you very much for your if you got message retracted and what you said was fairly innocuous, we apologize. That's just how YouTube works sometimes. Alex Payne asks, how would you book the Elton John Kevin Owens feud?
How about this? Elton John is scheduled to make several appearances and consistently no-shows or cancels at the last minute.
That's good.
And just making Kevin Owens more angry.
That's good. Hey, how great would it be if he showed up at WrestleMania backstage and had a segment with Kevin Owens?
So funny.
Wouldn't that be the best thing ever?
See, that's the kind of stuff that WWE should do.
Yeah,
but won't.
I like some Elton John stuff. I've never been like a huge fan of his.
Yeah, same.
He seems like a dude who has a good sense of humor, though.
Yeah,
seems like a cool guy. Rich beyond belief.
Oh, yeah.
Massive. Those 70s rockers.
Wealthy.
So much money. Just cash, hand over fist. I'm here in the Discord. If anybody in Discord, which you can be a part of for $1 a month on the Patreon, if you all have a question, now is the time. Tag us in it.
Yes.
None of these tags here for us are actual questions. Let's see here.
I'll pull up Twitter questions.
Greg Morris, why is Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle the correct choice for whatever Kurt's last match is? It almost happened years ago on the Indies. Interesting. I think that'd be really good.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be good.
George Evans, is there a match that you watched live in an event and thought was great, but then rewatched later and realized it sucked?
Supreme versus Chaos, when Supreme got lit on fire. In person, I thought it was amazing, and then I went back and watched it on video, and oh my god,
it's horrifying.
He almost died.
Yeah, man.
Yeesh. Wow. I was also in attendance for Luthez versus Mr. Moto in the LA Olympic Auditorium in 1952. I thought that sucked ass live, but then I just watched it the other day, filming Tape Trade.
It's pretty good.
Coming up Monday morning.
O-Train KO. If a hot dog is a sandwich, is cereal a soup?
Oh, get out of here with that. This
is a good question.
Milk is not a broth.
Exactly.
Go ahead. You said a good question.
Kayfabe reasons why the ropes for Smackdown aren't blue anymore.
What are they?
Are they white?
I want to say white, maybe.
Yeah. That still fits into their color palette.
It pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Everything else is blue.
Like
the light.
Raw,
the
I think of as red and black. Smackdown is white and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Probably just pops more. That's probably why they did it. Bradley Yesko on the Friendo Market. Deus. Do the horn.
Oh.
Deus.
Hold on.
Bradley Yesko with a shirt. Deus. He did the Like a Dog shirt.
Are we going to do this for the holidays now whenever there's a sale?
I mean, obviously. Monkey D. Luffy. What is Marcel Bartel's ceiling? I haven't heard him on the mic or anything, but if he has a German accent, he could sound cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the way he carries himself.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks awesome.
And you know what? They should, whenever you mentioned this, I think, on our NXT recap, when Walter debuts in NXT UK, send Marcel Bartel over there too.
Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
And because I just think there's just so much talent in NXT right now that it's gonna be hard for him to break through. You know, the small sample size I've seen, I've really liked them. But in NXT UK, I don't feel like the competition that is, I won't say stiff. There's just not as many high-profile names that would be in front of them in line, so to say.
There's a whole lot of strong mid-card stuff going on, and there's no like main event level stuff going on there.
Not really.
I mean, look at everybody they line up for Pete Dunne. It's just been like guy versus guy versus guy versus guy. And I like that we're sort of getting to know everybody.
Yeah.
But like there needs to be a standout. Mark, a.k.a. Trey, asks, does Cody Rhodes' recent reach out to unsigned wrestlers, possibly for AEW, for real, or is he just blowing smoke?
Well, you saw that tweet he put out, right? It just said, curious. Just send me names of people who are unsigned, essentially. That was it.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about it more tomorrow on the show tomorrow, or the Saturday show.
Yeah.
For those of you watching live. I think it wouldn't surprise me if, I'll just say this. Right now, they are looking at all their options. And if they're looking at all their options, they mean one of their options is just doing their own thing. And that's an option they're looking at. And it doesn't hurt. You got a lot of friends out there. It doesn't hurt just to look around and see what the possibilities are. I don't think it probably costs them a lot of money just to see what's out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Reborn, do you think the sponsors have a choice of what pay-per-view they are featured on? I'm not so sure K Jewelers would want TLC. And whatever happened to Bear on a Yacht? A Stowaway Bear.
Stowaway Bear. Coming in 2020. 2019, I'm going to do another Stephen Larson comic.
I guess maybe I could see potential, TLC not only is table, ladders, and chairs, it's also tender love and care.
Sure.
And if you love someone, I guess that's what the holiday ads will lead you to believe, you give them jewelry.
Yeah, they would love that.
So
Absolutely.
I can see the connection. It's a bit of a stretch, but I can see it.
Gavin Sheehan, what do you believe is the lowest point WWE needs to sink to in order to change their way of writing television? Or does it even matter now since they have contracts that will put them on autopilot for years? There has to be a ratings.
I'm telling you, if they dip
a
under
ratings bottom,
2 million.
Yeah.
If they dip under 2 million,
close.
I know they're super close. If they dip under 2 million, there might be some reevaluation going on.
I don't know if it's there's some things that I don't know. I'm curious to know what their floor is, because there are certain things that no matter what, you will get a certain number of viewers, no matter what. I suspect it's probably around the 1.5 million mark.
I would suspect it's somewhat comparable to the network subscribers.
I believe that's probably right.
Roughly.
But I do suspect that if it dropped to 1.5 million, they would have to look at something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Or if there's a mass exodus from the network.
Yeah.
Like if in the span of a month, 500,000 people canceled their subscription.
Yeah.
Then that would.
Things would have to change.
Yeah. Graham Too Sweet Me. People say break a leg because they want you to get the cast. It's a joke.
I get it. That's good, Graham.
Zach Carrier, have you seen that 70s show vignette from the Rascals on Impact?
Yeah. I like those guys as wrestlers. I think
Yeah.
they're all pretty, like the limited amount that I've seen from them. That's cool. It seems like they're all friends. I would kind of appreciate something that was less sitcom-y, because I think they probably have actual chemistry as opposed to just sort of
sitcom chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's something different though, and I appreciate Impact is trying stuff, regardless of whether or not it works. Mike Adams says, who do you think should challenge Ricochet at TakeOver Phoenix for the North American title, and who do you think will? Have there been spoilers about that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. It's probably too early for Keith Lee and Matt Riddle. Because I don't think Ricochet is going to lose that. So you need somebody who's like, EC3's a face. Well, they're not really opposed to doing that. I mean, EC3's probably at that level. EC3 can need a loss for the North American title. And he can work both sides, heel and face.
Yeah, he can.
So I could see maybe EC3. It'd probably be EC3's best match.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd go in that direction. Unless it was one of the Undisputed Era. If EC3 is doing a thing with the Undisputed Era, right? I'm sorry, I'm thinking now I'm saying EC3 has a North American title because EC3 is doing sort of a thing with Undisputed Era right now.
Yeah, EC3 makes the most sense.
Yeah, I'd say EC3.
If you take
Trent Seven, damn it,
Adam Cole and Pete Dunne out of the equation.
Let's see here. SSG Chris, what is your opinion on bringing real life relationships into storyline? Like Candace and Johnny having problems because Johnny is suddenly evil. She seems to be evil with him, though.
Yeah.
Or Renee and Dean or Lana cheating on Rusev on like 3 different occasions. He also says hot dog is type of a taco.
No.
That's interesting. And yeah, definitely wrong. What's your opinion on bringing real life relationships into storyline?
The stuff with Dean and Renee, we talked about before. I don't like how Michael Cole and Corey Graves are kind of ganging up on her to try to get information.
To me, it's kind of comedic at this point. It's unintentionally comedic at this point because it's so dumb and it's so out of character for Corey Graves that it just doesn't make any sense.
But like the Johnny and Candace, I mean, I don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
But in theory, I don't mind it.
I think, number one, it's definitely a case-by-case basis.
Yes.
More oftentimes than not, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But it can.
Yeah.
You know, it can work. And I think Johnny Candace is an example of that.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
And I think part of it, too, is it's not like they're directly... It seems like one more of the case where one story... Johnny's story is affecting Candace's story, but it's not like they're involved directly in the story together at this moment. They were earlier when Johnny was still a face.
Yeah.
But right now they're kind of operating on 2 parallel paths, roughly centered around the same story.
Jimmy Thomas wants to know who, after British Strong Style and Tony Storm, is going to get the call-up to main roster. Liverpool's number 1. I don't know, man. I think those NXT, I'm not sure, like, it's too early to tell.
It really is.
It is so, it's like, and on top of that, are they going to get called up to main or are they going to get called up to NXT?
Probably NXT.
Probably NXT.
So I think once you see Peter Dune drop that NXT UK title or the UK championship, he's going straight to NXT full time. If that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
You know.
I love you always say that, if that's what he wants to do. Those guys have no leverage, man. Nobody has leverage in that company. They say, go here, go there. There's nobody, man.
Oh, Rhea Ripley will probably go to NXT. They seem to really like her, and she's good.
The NXT UK women's division seems to be more ready for prime time than the men's division. I mean, you got Dakota Kai in there.
Yeah.
She's already like doing both.
Yeah.
Jenny, God, she's ready yesterday for main roster.
And Millie McKenzie and Zia Brookside are both really good.
Yeah.
And they're both super young.
Yeah.
But on like the men's side,
they're all mid-card. They're all mid-card. So far in NXT UK.
Yeah.
None of them are presented as even close to a threat to Pete Dunne.
I can see Jordan Devlin on 205 Live.
Yeah.
And he'd be awesome there.
Yeah, I think he would.
Or Travis Banks, because Travis Banks has got all the talent in the world.
How big is Travis Banks?
Not very.
Okay. Yeah, maybe 205 Live. That sucks, though, because I like him a lot.
5'9", 198.
Oh, 198? That's Finn's size.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, okay.
He's a little bit smaller.
I mean, I think Finn is sort of like the floor.
Yeah.
In terms of size.
Especially when you book Travis Banks as a heel or a tweener. His intensity is off the charts.
Yeah. What a good episode.
It was stellar.
I think we did really good.
Yeah.
Really, really well.
Hats off to us.
Wow. Can I get a horn, please?
Oh, sorry.
Send us on our way.
All right, 1 second.
I want to say thanks to everybody out there. Remember, today's your last day. It's your last day. Look at this. Look at that care package right there. Look at that. Dues. And then, of course, over there, look at that. You got
that's the wrong thing. Sorry.
Oh, no, you can play it for this one. The all-over shirt print right here.
Oh.
That's wrong, man. It's wrong.
Oh,
sorry. And then look at that. Still right here on the Friendo Market. I'll put you down like a dog. Right there. Anyways, that's it for show. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.